Now let's take a look at the slip mode. I'd say the slip mode is definitely used, more than anything. But I think if you think about even just the combination of using slip with grid, it really helps. The slip mode allows us to move anywhere at any time using any length, no matter what. And so that's a huge piece because we need that flexibility. So if we go back to, I'm going to kind of undo some of this. If we go back to the part earlier where I cut up and removed some sections at the front end of the song, you probably noticed that there's some weird transitions that are just kind of hard to pull off if we're in grid mode. So like in grid mode, I came through and I took out, the bass and the drums, but if I look at that, watch how the bass enters, because the start of the bar has a little bit of energy before it, and you'll always notice that with live instruments. Live instruments start their attack phase in their ADSR before the downbeat of the bar, because the goal is to land on the bar. But that creates an issue with the grid because the grid doesn't understand what to do with that. So you notice there's issues there. We either chop it off, or we have this tail end of the previous section. So let's listen to this transition real quick. So weird, awkward, and doesn't sound natural. So we go to slip mode and we can just do whatever we want. We can pick anywhere in this selection, even if it doesn't fit the bar. So then we're able to just go in and go, all right, let's eliminate that. Let's add a fade transition here. And it allows us to account for being able to maneuver anywhere. Another thing about slip mode is it really helps us catch a lot of those in between. So I don't know if you noticed it earlier, but because of some of the stuff going on, in the phrasing here, every now and then there was a dead spot when we eliminated all the guitar and all the other stuff happening up in the front, where you could really hear some lip smacking or some weird transitions. We can get rid of those pretty quickly with using slip mode.
Tell you I'm sorry for all I should have done, but it won't bring you back.
Actually, it sounds like my chair. I hear my chair in the background. Let's go listen to that.
Back.
And then there's actually two things happening. One is there's an extra bleed over from here. So if I go to my trim tool, we haven't really used it a whole lot yet, but if I go to my trim tool, now I can slide my trim anywhere I need to. Now I like to hear the breathing in transitions a lot of times, so let's hear if I kept that breath in, if it works.
Back. Heavy.
So I'm hearing my kids in the background. That's like totally my life. So I'm actually going to eliminate that altogether. And let's just do a crossfade there. Let's pull a fade here. And there we go. Now we have that.
It won't bring you back. Heavy waters breaching from my lungs, but I know you don't care about that.
So there's a little bit of riffraff here. We can eliminate that, and sometimes it's easier when we're kind of plugging through this to just kind of be fading and editing as we go. So it's very important to get these transitions right while we're here.
About that. Won't you?
Sounds like I was playing my electric guitar in my swivel chair because one of these is going off right there. It's that one. It's that one. So, a lot of times, we're trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way to fix those? But, sometimes the easy fix on this is a repeated note. Let's listen real quick. If we ever find it anywhere else, that same set of notes, of course, that's a repeat already. We could always just swap those out. and transition those instead of using those ones. But, that's another benefit we get between, I feel like slip and grid are going to be the ones that you're going to always use in music. And those are very quick go-tos, really easy, but you could just get in there and eliminate what you need to and move on, So a lot of times, we're just maneuvering in, going, all right, let's just delete that, let's crossfade this, which is Command F, let's copy paste this piece, and we're just really looking at the waveforms where they align, and that's it.